And we are rolling. So today is Wednesday. Kind of like the last kind of 2-3 weeks, have that nice kind of middle of the week workout, your nice kind of strength one, no score, go easy, go slow. So it shouldn't be too bad doing it. And so not going to go too bad. What's up, Comfort?
Good morning, Keith.
Good. So, sorry, every 3 minutes times 6, you have kind of an upper body section and a lower body section. All right. And I'm just going to alternate between the two of them, and you're going to have 3 rounds on each. All right. So your first one, A, is 16 dumbbell floor press. All right. That is going to be 8 on each side. All right. I do want you to apply a little bit of a tempo on that one. All right. I forgot to put it down on Wodify. So just that kind of 3-second lower. You don't have to count the 3 seconds, but I would like to see a slow and controlled lower on the way down. Don't do these fast. You have a whole 3 minutes to try to get this work done. All right. So about 3 seconds down, once the tricep kind of touches the floor, you press it back to the top. So you're going to go 8 on the right, 8 on the left. And then the big burner of that then is we're going to try to hammer your triceps. You take your weight, you hold it in your 2 hands, and then you're going to give me 16 skull crushers. All right, we'll go over this in the warm-up. So you'll stay lying flat on your back. You hold your weight and pretty much just bend at your elbow, let the weight fall back towards your face. Don't let it go, hence the name skull crusher, and then squeeze the back of your arm to the top. All right. Rest for the remainder of that. So kind of think kind of time-wise, like if you took kind of like a nice bit of time on your tempo, you might spend about a minute on the floor press. You might spend the guts of about 45 seconds to the minute on your skull crushers. You might have about 45 seconds to a minute off then of rest. All right. Then we go into section B. We're going to try to work on the legs a little bit. You're going to have 16 weighted pistol squats to a chair. So you need some form of a chair or something. All right. If you're completely good and gravy about doing pistols without the chair, you can do that. But like I know they're tough. I do them to the chair. So you're going to hold your weight and you're just going to single leg squat down and try to single leg squat back up. Obviously, we're going to have a quick go at this in the warm up. It will be 8 on the right and 8 on the left. All right. And you can alternate them as you go through the 16. As you can go 1, 2 and keep changing leg. And then you're going to go straight into a 20-second wall squat hold. Sorry, and you're going to keep the weight in your hand, or you can keep it on your lap just to kind of weight that up. All right. So it will kind of get a little bit of a burner. All right. Again, time wise on that one, let's say if you spent the guts of a minute with no slow and control, then your pistols, little quick transition. You should have a lot of rest in that one. You might have about 90 seconds, 2 minutes now. Any questions? No. So 3 rounds in each of them. I'm just going to keep alternating back and forth. Nice, easy one today. Lovely. Guys, sure, look, we'll start warming up then if you don't have any questions. Obviously, I'll give you a chance to ask questions at the end, but we will go through all the movements in your warm-up. So guys, just for the first bit, you're not going to need that. We're just going to warm up your upper body first. So just have a little bit of space. I'm going to set my clock. We're just going to get the heart rate up just a little bit and get your shoulders moving. We're just going to go for 30 seconds of jumping jacks just to get the heart rate up. And the clock's going to go on in 3, 2, 1. And we are moving. Just get the heart rate up. More so, again, think jumping jacks, much movement through your shoulders as you can so we can start to get them warmed up. Beautiful. A couple more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful, guys. I just want you to drop down to the top of your push-up, have that little rock forward, and I want you to give me 10 scap push-ups, please. 10 scap push-ups. We all know that one. We're going to pinch the shoulders and then press and spread. Once you have done those 10, all right, I want you to drop down to your knees, keep your elbows glued in, and just give me 5 kneeling push-ups, nice and slow on the way down. A little bit of a tempo. Just so we can start to get those triceps moving just a little bit. Once you've done that, guys, we're going to stand back up. We're just going to go back into your jumping jacks just for a quick 20-second blast just to get the heart rate back up. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just for 20 seconds this round, but just get your arms as high as you can. And again, as much movement through that as you possibly can. Once we're finished this one, guys, just to get your weight in hand, we're just going to have a little bit of a go of our exercises. So 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we've all done the floor press before. So all I want you to do is get your weight. I want you to lie flat on your back, hold that weight up above your head, and give me 5 floor press on the right, giving me just a tiny little bit of a tempo, and then 5 on the left for me. So 5 tempo, floor press left and right. So just a little slow lower down. I think belly of your tricep will touch the floor, and then I want you to squeeze and press at the top.
Ian, can we do double if we have 2 the same, or should we just do single?
You can do double if you want, yeah. If you have to do the same, 100%, yeah. I would say though, just stick to do, like when we do the actual workout, just do 8. You don't have to go to 16. Depends on if you're comfortable with the weight, obviously. Guys, once you have done both sides, leave your weight on the ground, stay on the floor, but just sit up. I'm just going to quickly go over the skull crusher. Just make sure people are happy with it. So once you're done, guys, just make sure you have a picture of me. Again, most of us will probably know it, but just make sure we're doing it. So let's say in the workout, I would have just finished my floor press. All I'm going to do is just bring that weight to the center, and I'm going to hold it with 2 hands. If I have a kettlebell, I'm going to hold the actual bell bit, the circular bit. All right? It's just easier to hold that bit. All right, if I'm holding dumbbell, 2 hands. Arms are locked and straight. All I'm going to do is bend at my elbow, then I fall back toward my head, and then actively squeeze my triceps backwards up. And then bend my elbow, and then back up. Try to avoid any swinging of the weight. You want to make it as best as you can, a good squeeze through your triceps. All right, so guys, everyone just give me a quick set of 10 there, please. Again, dumbbell, I'd hold the 2 heads. A bell, I'd hold the actual bell bit.
Sorry, Cian, can I just double check with those? Are they going above your head or like behind your head?
No, so just think they're kind of, it'll kind of fall kind of just above your forehead, hence the name Skull Crusher.
Okay.
Yeah, don't obviously let it hit your head. Jim's insurance doesn't work in your house. Beautiful. Perfecto, guys. Once we've done that, I just want you to stand back up. Obviously, then we're going to be having a go with them in the workout. All right, we're going to go start warming up the legs a little bit and go through some of the movements. So I'm just going to set my clock. I'm going to get that heart rate pumping again, and we're just going to go into some high knees. All right, hands are in front just for 30 seconds. We're going to get in the clock in 3, 2, 1, and we're on the clock. All right, so just high knees, just pump the legs up, get them as high as you possibly can. This one usually gets the heart rate pumping. I fucking hate this exercise. So get them right up past halfway. And then stop. They get the heart rate up, guys. We're going to keep moving. All right. Can you give me 10 forward lunges, please? All right. Just that kind of single leg, just starting to warm up for the pistols. I try to think that front leg does all the power to press through the floor. Beautiful. Once you've finished them, all right, I'm going to wait for everyone to finish. We're just going to do a 20-second squat hold, not against the wall. We're just going to do a normal air squat. We're just going to go down and hold, all right, on my call. I'm going to wait till everyone's kind of finished those lunges. We're going to go into the bottom of your squat and hold it in 3, 2, 1, and we're holding that bottom, all right? Now, when we do this against the wall, you'll be able to lean back into the wall, so you'll be nice and upright. The depth I only want to see for the wall squat, we're going to have a go of it in a minute, is just parallel. All right, so if we're in rock bottom now, can you come up a little bit just so the quads are burning? Yeah, there you go. Just hold it for a little bit there. All right. And relax. Beautiful, guys. Standing back up. Same like earlier. We're just going to do a quick 20-second blast of high knees again just to get that heart rate up. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. And we're already on the clock. Just pump the knees up. It's going to be 20 seconds this round. Get them up as high as you possibly can. After this, guys, if you have your chair or your weight, I just want you to get that ready. We're going to quickly go over your pistol squat and 3, 2, 1 and relax. So just get your whatever kind of thing you're going to sit on, get that ready, and then get your dumbbell ready, and then just have a quick look at the screen. All right? So I'm going to have my kind of box here. You have a chair, you have your weight, and I'm just going to hold it in a goblet squat. I'm backing quite close to the box. All I'm going to do is obviously take one leg off the ground, try to adjust my balance, kind of set my abs and my midline just so I'm set. All I'm going to do is very, very slowly squat down onto the chair and then try to drive back. As I do it, it's very easy for your knee to fall in. I do want you to be quite aware of my knee. You don't have to look down at it. You can have an odd look, but just try to think my knee is in line with my toe, and I'm going to squeeze back. All right. Have a little slow and controlled lower. Don't just kind of plop onto the chair that you're sitting on. Try to control it down. Give me a quick set of 10 and alternate every time. That's 5 each side. Yeah, you will kind of grease the groove. The weight can also be used as kind of like a counterbalance kind of thing. So as you're kind of going in, you can hold it a little bit out in front. You'll naturally kind of find that yourself. You will kind of find one leg is a little bit harder than the other to get done. Beautiful. And guys, we'll just one kind of quick point that one. Just make sure like the last kind of like 2 or 3 inches above where you're sitting, that's really, really crucial to keep the tension in your leg and fight it, that you don't just fall onto it, because there's a lot of muscular work kind of going on there. I was even doing that there with my 8 kilo dumbbell that I was showing you. Guys, once you've done that, all I want you to do, I'm just going to show you really quickly at the wall here. Pretty much, you're just going to come up to a wall or somewhere and just slide down. All right. If you're looking at me now, thighs are parallel. I'm pressing my feet into the floor to push myself back into the wall. We will do this weighted. So you might just hold your weight here. You might just hold it on your actual physical lap. So I'm going to set my clock now. And we're just going to do a quick 20-second wall squat hold. All right. So we're going to get into it in 3, 2, 1, and we're on the clock. Just for a little one. So think parallel. All right. Hold your weight. You can physically rest your weight on your lap as well, if you wanted to. Press yourself back into the wall as if you're trying to push yourself through the wall. And yet you will feel it start to kick on quite quickly. And you can relax and pop your weight in. Beautiful. Obviously, guys, when we're doing this now in a minute, we'll all probably go into that at a different time. I would say kind of just count out that 20 seconds in your head. Just count out normally just 20 seconds. It doesn't matter if it's slightly above or below. Just make sure you get that 20 seconds in. Because we'll all get into that at a different point. If anyone has any questions, guys, ask now. Otherwise, not, we are going to start creeping into this.
Yeah, sorry, my daughter woke up, so I just missed the beginning bit. Is it 6 rounds of A and then 6 rounds of B, or are you alternating?
We're going to alternate, so it's 3 rounds on each.
3 rounds of each. Okay, cool, thanks.
Keen, I'm going to run 3 minutes before. I think we're running at 7.
We are, yeah. So yeah, I'll give you a little shout to run over, but Fergal's gonna have to wait for me anyway. But I'll give you a kind of warning at 7 just to leave and just run over.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Right, guys, we're gonna get into this then, just so Comfort can run over to the run club. I'm gonna set my clock now. It is 3 minutes. All I want you to think now is it's 16 floor press. Obviously, I'm gonna keep calling this out. A little bit of a tempo on the lower. That is 8 on the right, 8 on the left. Straight away into 16 skull crushers. Please don't drop the weight on your face. Lovely. All right, guys, pop yourselves on the floor. I'm going to set my clock now. About 10-second warning. Just get into it. Goal, no score. Goal is just to think, work the muscles in question. Just think about the muscles you're trying to work. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And here, guys, we're moving. All right, we're into our first one. So it's your 16 floor press. Just think about 3 seconds on the lower. Don't rush it. You've loads of time here. And at the top of that, as you press it up, what are you squeezing? Are you squeezing your tricep? Are you squeezing your chest, your shoulder? You're pressing that weight to the roof. Slow and control lower. Belly of the tricep touches, and then press back. Then you go 8 on the right, 8 on the left. Straight away then into your 16 skull crushers, which would be a little bit of a burner after doing your floor press. Lovely. And everyone keeping those elbows glued in. It's actually a good way to practice tracking your elbow for push-ups. If anyone ever finds their elbow flare out, it's the exact same movement. Beautiful. That's about a minute gone. Perfect timing if you're just finishing up your last one or two to move on to your skull crushers. Arms are locked and straight. Bend at your elbow and kick them up until your arms are 100% locked and straight. I always like, anytime I've kind of done these, is that when I lock out my arm, I squeeze my triceps as hard as I possibly can at the top. So a big kind of flex of them. You know, not as much a strict tempo on this one because this one's going to burn anyway. Beautiful. So that's about 2 minutes now. You got a minute left. Hopefully you finish up in kind of the next kind of 15, 20 seconds, just so you can get a tiny bit of rest. Everyone should.
Ian, I'm holding it like this. Is that right for the skull crushers?
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like it's slipping out of my hands all the time.
Yeah, like that's the annoying thing with dumbbells. There's no perfect way to kind of hold it. Like it's too narrow and awkward to have your hands in the center. And you just kind of have to make sure you're holding here, but you got to get your thumbs underneath it. So your thumbs are always kind of, at your forehead so it doesn't slip.
I'm better off just using a kettlebell. I have a kettlebell, it's just a bit heavier.
You can try the kettlebell, yeah, 100%. Just hold the actual kind of bell bit, but yeah, have a go over it in the next round and see which one's a little bit more kind of comfy. Guys, 10-second warning. We are moving on to our pistols, so get your weight ready. Remember, that's 16 total. Alternate every single round, every single repetition. Sorry, and we're gonna get going in 3, 2, and 1, and we are back in.
Kian, will you have a look and tell me if I should go to the chair or stay like that, please?
Say again.
Have a look if I should go to the chair.
Oh yeah, bang it out there. Yeah. Guys, a bit of knee control, so do look as best you can. That's okay, come for you. Try it on the other leg now as well, because we'll all have one good leg. Try it on the bad leg for me. Yeah, so I would say just go to the chair then, just purely because that leg there, that knee's falling in a good bit, that I'd like you to try control it down to the chair and just get a nice bit of knee control. You could probably pull it off, but if you do load it in kind of wrong and your knee collapses in, it's just a lot of pressure on the knee you don't want. All right, so you're better off just with the chair or something to kind of control yourself down to. Once you're done, all right, you just get straight into your wall squat hold. You can, if you have a little kind of clock running, you can obviously use that, or just kind of count it out in your head. And I would like you to do the wall squats weighted. So remember, you can't hold the weight or hold it at your hips just to get that extra bit of a leg burn. All right. So once you get into it, you can just count it out in your head, parallel-ish in your squat. Press yourself back into the wall. And just kind of quick one as well, if the pistols do start to get quite hard, you can obviously in round 2 and 3, you can put your weight to the side and just try a body weight, because you'll still work your legs, especially if you control it down. You're trying to be aware of where that knee is tracking, all right?
On the pistols, are we doing like 8 on each leg?
8 on each leg, yeah.
And then change.
And then, yeah, well, like I'd say alternate every rep, so do 1 on the right, then your second rep is on your left, your third is on your right. So just change every rep.
So do change.
Say again?
I'm confused. I done 8 in a row on my right and then 8 in a row on my left.
You can do that if you want. It's just going to burn a lot more. But like that's actually a good thing to do as well.
So if you have, I have a kettlebell, so should I be switching the weight each arm with each leg, or?
I would, yeah. Just so you're, yeah.
Okay. But if I can manage 8 straight through, do 8 straight through.
100%, yeah, because that's just going to be more of a burn to your legs. That's technically what we want, is to kind of muscularly kind of burn them. Yeah, 100%. Hey guys, 15-second warning, just to get back down for your floor press for round 2. All right. Again, any questions throughout this, guys, don't be afraid to ask, because we will creep these exercises back in the next week or two. So 5 seconds. Getting ready for that 4 press in 3, 2, and 1, and we are back in there. Second round through it. Remember, you will get your rest, so don't be afraid to really apply that tempo. Good man, Alex, nice tempo. Press and squeeze to the top. Slowly positions. And second doing again straight into that 4 press. Straight into that skull crusher. Lovely. Time-wise, if you're moving on to your skulls now, that's perfect. About minute 10 gone. And you let that weight kind of fall back towards your head. Kind of feel the stretch or the lengthening in your tricep. That's what you want to feel on the way down. And then you're squeezing through that on the way back up. Beautiful. You still have a minute. Take your time. Especially if you have your last few.
If the squat is supposed to keep the leg straight, that's in the air, if you know what I mean.
Say again?
The leg that you keep off the ground in the pistol squat, you're supposed to keep that straight, are you?
No. You can have a little bit of a bend in it. So if you're having a quick look at me, if I'm kind of coming down, I wouldn't have it bang out straight. I'd actually have a little bit of a knee bend in that leg. So I wouldn't have it straight. I'd actually have a little knee bend. It'd be miles harder with a straight leg.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it with a straight leg anyway. It's more curiosity.
That's okay. All right, so guys, you're all right. 20 seconds. We're getting into that pistol again. Again, weight it up. Control the way down. That's the most muscular bit. That's important. Bit of knee control. So try to be aware of where the knee is as we do it. All right, so we're going to go on 5, getting your weights up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we are back on the clock. Lovely. Again, if you find that too challenging to control the descent and the knee, it's okay to just go body weight, because you still should feel those legs work. Nice, gang. Nice, Lukey. A lot better knee control there. Nice, Michelle. Nice, Donna. Donna, there's one problem with yours. I think we need to get a heavier weight for you. That little kettlebell is not heavy enough for those legs. And again, guys, once you're done, just pop yourself over to your wall. All right, and we're going to get into our wall squat hold. Again, you can just count that out in your head. Good solid 20 seconds. And count once you get to the bottom. You enter the bottom of that. Count out your 20 seconds. And press yourself back into the wall as if you're trying to push yourself through the wall. Because that'll kind of kick on the quads that a little bit more. Obviously, once you're finished that, you can pop yourself up out of that. Then we're going to have that kind of minute rest now. We are going to go into your last round on each of them. All right. So again, today's not meant to be really hard workout. We're just going to work on some muscle groups. Know that it's your last round. Really, really, really apply the tempo. And I want you to think about the muscle that you're trying to work. There is a lot that can be said to the mind-muscle connection. So as you do your floor press, think about your triceps, like on the way down, on the way up. As you do your pistols, think about your quads. So think about the muscle that you're trying to work and concentrate on it. So you can kind of actually put a lot of retention, put a lot of weight in it as you control it down, feel them stretch, and then aggressively press them to the top. All right, so you have about 30 seconds before we get into it. Last go on each. Real slow tempo.
Ian,
Comfort.
during the skull crusher, is your back supposed to be planted to the ground?
Yes, sometimes we have dictated just to do a glute bridge one, but today just go flat on the ground.
Okay.
Getting yourself ready, guys. You have 5 seconds. Weights are up, and then 3, 2, 1, and we are back in it. So real slow and control tempo down. Concentrate on your triceps as best you can. Yes, chest and shoulder works. The triceps, big one that we want to work. Lovely. Yeah, and even the same on those skull crushers, try to have that kind of mind-muscle connection. Big squeeze of those triceps on the top. Concentrate on that muscle group. Loads of time still left. And good skull crushers on everybody. About 90 seconds left, so you still have loads of time left to get through this. Nice, Dermo. Nice, Alex. And hopefully now the triceps are kind of burning a little bit, kind of same as our leg work. Legs, you're starting to feel it just a little bit. And you have about a minute left, so loads of time. Comfort, once you finish this set of skull crushers, you can pop yourself up and get yourself ready for run club. Lovely, so 30 seconds. So same guys, on our pistols, really think about the leg on the way down. Think about your quad, think about your glute on the lower and down phase, and then actively squeezing them as hard as you can to the top. All right, you have about 20 seconds. Comfy, you make a runner now, right? And here we go in 5 seconds. Wait, this is your last round. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and we're on the clock. Last time, nice and control on the way down. Fight that temptation to just let go. Keep the tension on the legs. And squeeze it hard to the top. Lovely control. Look. I sent her off to the already. Lovely. And then guys, once you're done, last time then in our wall squat hold. And guys, for the shits and giggles for our last wall squat hold, I'm going to wait for everyone to finish and we'll all do it together on my call. All right, so just get yourself ready. Don't get into it just yet. All right. Just for the last one. I'll wait till everyone's done. I'm going to count you down 3, 2, 1, then we'll get into it. All right. All right, everyone going up to the wall, guys. Here we go. We're going to get into this now in the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're on the clock together now for our last one. Again, pressing yourself back through the wall. Press yourself right through it. And it's our last little bit of work to do. Keep pressing. Huh? Yeah. Everyone legs burn a little bit, yeah? Little nod of the head if it is. Yeah. Lukey, you look like those legs are burning. Especially because we're 40 seconds in right now. Guys, you can puff yourselves back up.
Yeah.
That was 45-second hold at the end. I think everybody knew I was going to probably do something like that anyway. Guys, how was that?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah,
Good.
too bad.
Yeah.
Everyone feel their triceps?
Yeah, definitely. It's good.
Yeah.
Triceps
Feel the legs a little bit?
Yeah.
Which was harder, the upper body bit or the lower body bit?
Wall.
The
The
wall.
upper body, right?
Skull crushers. I couldn't get figure that out.
They're a weird one if you haven't done them before, and if the weight, it's easier to do with a barbell. Miles easier to do with a barbell. But yeah, weights are kind of annoying, obviously, holding them and so forth.
And if you grip it too tight, I found grip the dumbbell or kettlebell too tight, like it burned out quicker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I did like 2 or 3 reps and then I was barely able to do any more.
It is an exercise that kind of, once you're kind of doing it, it kind of kicks on quite quickly to just burning loads. And because it's a small muscle group, you're trying to isolate it, especially after doing some pressing in it already. It's kind of kicked on that it'll just be like, it'll be kind of grand. And then after one rep, wherever it is, 5th rep, 10th rep, it just is like, I don't want to work anymore. All right, guys, let's get a little quick stretch before we have to make a runner. So we're just going to stretch through the quads first. We're just going to do our couch stretch. So find a position where you want to pop your foot up onto a chair, or wall, or whatever. We'll do a little hold in that. So I'm just going to set myself up. And
Cushions.
we're just going to get a good stretch through our legs. I'm going to set my clock. I'm going to get into the next kind of 3. All right, same as always, you all should know that now abs are kind of crunch down, we're squeezing the glutes and just feel that stretch through it. Don't be afraid to kind of tilt your hip kind of a little bit left and right. The higher you feel this, the better. I want to feel this up at top of my hip and not just the belly of my quad. Lovely, guys, and quick changeover. Set yourself up the exact same way again. You first move around and up until the point that you feel the higher or wherever you're going to feel tight. Windier. It should be over now, center over there. Home should be there in a minute. Center over. Lovely, guys, and pop yourself up. And we're just going to get a very, very quick stretch to our triceps before I make a run. So you can just sit down even for this. I'm just going to go old school. Hand behind the head. I want you to just grab that hand and just pull it back behind your head as best you can. Let's get a little quick stretch through them just after all those skull crushers. Best you can, keep pulling all the way around. And try to think about reaching that hand down your back. And then just swap it over. Same again, just little pull. Try to think that the arm that you're working on, try to reach that hand down the center of your back. Got an extra little bit of a push. And 3, 2,